locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Another season of the NFL on EA Sports kicks off today. Brandon Gunn with Charles Davis. You look at these two teams, big changes in the offseason for both, really, Charles. For the Jags, a new coach, new rookie running back, some big-name signees defensively. For the Texans, gone is Brock Osweiler, but back J.J. Watt.
And nothing but positive changes for both teams. Jacksonville's accumulated a lot of talent in the last 3 to 4 years. Can they put it all together and make a run in the AFC South? And Houston, they feel like they're a quarterback away from being a true Super Bowl.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Watson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. The Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. For the Houston Texans as they make their way onto the field, another season for them that begins with a lot of optimism. They coming off a second straight AFC South title, finishing 9-7 3 straight years. Maybe they're hoping this year that 10 wins is a minimum for them.
10 wins and beyond, because they've got the defense to take them all the way to the Super Bowl. Number 1 in the NFL last year. Get J.J. Watt back. They drafted Desean Watson in the first round at quarterback. They need to shore up that position in order for them to make the run that they expect, one that could culminate in a Super Bowl appearance.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. 3 yards left to grab here on third down. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And he's got Miller. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Here's Watson. He's going to loft one. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
How in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Again, it's Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Telvin Smith able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it.
And got his man. It's caught. Touch. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down? Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in Week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10:20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
To throw on second is Watson. He's going to loft one. And this will be caught at the 30. A gain of 32 that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. To the air yet again. Watson caught here by Griffin. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 16. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Back to throw, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is at the 7-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Watson looks to throw again. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, second down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are in for 6. Brad Nortman in his 6th year in the league on to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. Fighting through. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving from 2015. He had less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah, and his touchdowns dropped from 11 to 4, so now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And incomplete. A disappointing drop there. Here's Brad Nortman now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. He'll look to set up his blockers. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Desean Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that.
He's got a man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
L.I., that's my man.
That's your guy. To throw is Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Here we go.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches, and being able to try.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
On first down, Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A big play there just before halftime. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. This is caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And fights through one man. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On first down, it's Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Watson, Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Let's go!
On first and 10, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Now Desean Watson and his offense. Heading back out there. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them. And
that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950.
After the interception, here's Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And now out comes Houston. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And that touchdown catch, Charles, it breaks the single-game record for receiving touchdowns.
And what a perfect match. A quarterback who loves to throw it and a receiver who knows how to go out and get them. A brand-new record established today, and all these fans who are on that side are going to go home happy.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Texans continue to pour it on. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston.
As soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Here's Brad Nordman now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. This is fielded at the 27. And he's loose again. The 20. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
Brandon, his 2nd punt return for a touchdown in this game. Where's Marvin? That's got to be somewhere near a record, right?
Well, it ties the record, as you know. Been done 14 times coming into 2016. Hasn't been done since 2012 until that moment. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. This is brought in at the 21. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Texans add on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville.
Let's go, guys.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. And there he goes again. And he will have a touchdown.
Count him along with me. That's his third return for a touchdown in this game. Why is the ball being kicked to him? That would be my question.
I was just going to ask you the same question because we see two occasionally. I mean, very rare. Three? Unbelievable. Here's Brad Nordman now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Watson off play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for the Texans. 52 yards. To throw is Watson on first down. A swing pass caught. So another catch, more yards, and now enough yards to break the single-game record.
It seemed inevitable the way this game went that the yards record would fall, and we got to see it. We got to witness it, and the crowd is so excited to watch another NFL record fall.
Texans coming up on first and goal. Remember, last year they struggled to rush the ball in the end zone. Only 8 touchdowns on the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Here's Watson now on second down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is third and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, a 1-yard touchdown reception. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. From the gun, here's Watson. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
On second down, here's Watson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Comes Houston. They can now enjoy the final stages of this one. A very convincing one. I don't know what was said in the locker room, but whatever it was, it worked pretty well.
It certainly did, and there's probably a capper to everything that was said during the week because they go over every eventuality. I mean, you know how coaches are. They want to cover every minute detail, all the way up to how much time does it take to walk from the locker room to the field, you name it. And when it all comes together and results in a victory, everyone feels pretty good about that.
Well, the I's were dotted, the T's were crossed, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators.
Here's Brad Nordman now, as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he fields it cleanly. And he's loose again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. And really pouring it on now are the Falcons. And partner, this first week.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me, that's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella go, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna, yes on yes. Say less.